What's up, guys? We're doing an episode today on how to set up the backdoor Roth IRA if you already have money in an IRA. Not a Roth IRA, just a normal IRA. Maybe that money came in from a rollover. Maybe you had an old 401k, you rolled that money into an IRA. You now have heard about the backdoor Roth IRA and you really want to execute it. But because you follow Modern Wealth and because you've seen our content on how to do the backdoor Roth IRA the right way, you know that if you try to execute it with this situation, you are likely going to be subject to taxes. You're going to mess up the backdoor Roth conversion. Well, if this is you, we are going to break down how you can fix this in a very simple way. You don't want to miss today's episode. Welcome back, guys. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you like today's content so you keep getting financial education just like this. And of course, if you need more one-on-one guidance for your own financial situation, don't be shy. Reach out to us at www.modernwealth.com. That's modern spelled with no vowels, wealth.com. So if you haven't seen the episode that we did on the backdoor Roth IRA and how to do it the right way, we'll provide a link in the description of this one so that you can get caught up to speed. But in a nutshell, if you have, let's say, $200,000 in a pre-tax IRA, and this is, all pre-tax money that came from an old 401k, you rolled it into this IRA, and you want to do a backdoor Roth for $7,000. You want to do it for the max. So you want to go ahead and do the backdoor Roth. And when you go to execute it, you now have put yourself in a bad position because that conversion is actually taxable. In fact, most of it's going to be taxable because you're going to be subject to pro rata rules because you have so much pre-tax money floating out there, right? You have $200,000 pre-tax in an IRA. And now when you went to go execute this backdoor Roth, you screwed it up and you're subject to taxes. Now, if that confuses you, what I just said, I encourage you check out our tutorial that we did on the backdoor Roth so you can get caught up to speed. But assuming you know what I'm talking about and you want to fix this issue, here's a couple different ways you can go about it. And this is usually what we do with our clients. We do this all the darn time. The easiest path is, let's assume that you have some sort of employer-sponsored retirement plan like a 401k. What we generally advise, if you want to execute the backdoor Roth IRA and you're really, really serious about it and you really want to incorporate it into your financial plan, is we generally say, hey, let's go ahead and take that pre-tax money, right? That $200,000 in this case that's hanging out in that IRA. Let's take that $200,000 and roll that into your current 401k plan. Let's move it there. And the reason why we'd want to do that is because money that's in a employer-sponsored retirement plan like a 401k is not going to be subject to the pro rata rule. So assuming your employer-sponsored retirement plan will accept a rollover, not all of them do, you'll want to call and confirm, but assuming that they do, the easiest thing to do is just very simply roll that money that's in that pre-tax IRA, roll it into that employer-sponsored retirement plan. Now you have $0 hanging out in your IRA, and you now can execute the backdoor Roth with no problem and with no taxes. So really, really simple solution. Simple as that. It really is that simple. The other situation that we see quite a bit is a situation where the IRA has a combination of pre-tax earnings or contributions, and there's also non-deductible dollars in that plan, and there's now basis inside of that IRA. So what does that mean? What that means is, let's say that you have same scenario, roll over from an old 401k plan, you put it into the IRA, it's $200,000, and you make a lot of money. You can't directly contribute to a Roth, so you say, hey, I want to put some money away for retirement in some way. So I'm still going to contribute to that IRA. I'm not going to get a tax deduction for it. I know it's not going to grow tax free, but hey, I still want to funnel money away into that IRA regardless. So you go ahead and you max out your IRA for the year. And let's say that you did that for several years. Now we're in a position where, let's say there's $200,000 in pre-tax earnings and contributions, and there's $30,000 in non-deductible contributions that you've made over the years. The problem with this is if you were aware of the backdoor Roth IRA, you could have set yourself up to actually convert all those dollars completely tax-free over to the Roth by taking advantage of the backdoor Roth IRA. But it's not too late to fix it. How you would fix it is you would, just like you would with the prior situation, the pre-tax earnings and contributions, you would go ahead and roll in, if possible, into your employer-sponsored retirement plan. So you'd have to write a check, ask your custodian to knock this out for you, roll a check into your current 401k plan of those pre-tax dollars. Now, once you do that, now you're left with those non-deductible contributions, or the basis, right, of, what did I say, $30,000, something like that. There's now $30,000 in non-deductible contributions in the IRA. Now, once you're left with this situation, what you're then going to do is you now can convert those non-deductible contributions over to the Roth. You can now convert those over to the Roth. If you do it right, there should be no tax consequences. And now your IRA has been zeroed out. And now moving forward, you can execute the backdoor Roth IRA. No problem, no pro rata rules, you're good to go. Now, the only other wrinkle with this situation is there's a strong probability, not saying you did it, but if this is you, there's a strong probability that Form 5606, this is a tax form that tracks non-deductible contributions. There's a strong chance that was not completed correctly. In fact, that's one of the most common issues that we see here is that form isn't filled out right. So if that's you, you want to make sure that you correct Form 5606. Make sure that you're starting to report it correct moving forward. Again, I don't want to dive too far into the weeds on this. I want to try to keep this video as simple as possible. But you'll want to make sure that Form 5606 that tracks non-deductible contributions is completed correct moving forward. And if it hasn't been filled out correct, that you remedy that situation either yourself or with your tax planning team. So there you have it, guys. That is how you can execute the backdoor Roth IRA if you already have money chilling in your IRA, right? Very simple problem to fix. You can, of course, convert, those pre-tax dollars over to a Roth. That could, in theory, get, all the money out of there. But of course, you would pay taxes on it. So, what we broke down today is probably the easiest way to get that all figured out. If you still need more guidance on this, or you're looking for more help on how to optimize doing backdoor Roths, doing Roth conversions, more advanced tax planning, whatever it is, reach out to us at www.modernwealth.com. That's modern spelled with no vowels, wealth.com. It's been a ton of fun, guys, and I'll see you next time.